What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day, Gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and today I'm coming at you with another episode of What's Happening, YouTube. It's the Halloween spooktacular edition, and there is a lot happening, so let's get into it. So right off the bat, I want to talk about possibly the most important piece of information we've ever discussed here on this channel. That is none other than the fact that I, back in the day gamer, after 30 plus years, have finally beat Ghosts and Goblins. I did it! I am the best! What a long road it has been. Ghosts and Goblins. One of my favorite games of all time. And truly one of the most difficult games there is and or I have ever played. So we're going to start off with a celebratory shot of the pumpkin whiskey that we got into an episode or two ago, and I've been hitting this hard. We're probably going to finish this up right now, but let's just start off with Ghosts and Goblins. Ooh. Happy Halloween. Well, couldn't be a Halloween episode without discussing a fantastic Michigan brewed pumpkin beer, could it now? I've been saving this guy for today, for this episode. One of my reps gave it to me. Griffin Claw. Screamin' Pumpkin Ale. Whoop. I love this glass. Can you see? It's clear there? Yeah. That is good. I drink every pumpkin beer I can get my hands on. And there wasn't a whole lot that came through and hung around very long at all up in this area this year. That's tasty. Not just saying that because I'm thirsty and want to get my buzz on. Ghosts and Goblins, right? I don't want to drag it out too much. But man, do I love Ghosts and Goblins. Couple things I learned in completing it the second playthrough. I said second. I had my Nintendo on for 6 days straight. Back in the day, gamer doesn't emulate or use save states. Since I couldn't beat it in one day, I had to leave it on overnight. Left it on for six days. 6 days. In that time I learned that if you keep the game paused too long, no. If you stay on the opening screen, you know, 1 player, 2 player, and then continue, when you die, if you just leave it on the opening screen, when you go to continue and start over, if it's on there too long, they give you the torch automatically. Just one more big fuck you that game gives you. But I did it. Hard as hell. The last climb. I wish the end boss were actually harder, because once you beat the 2 Satans, like that's the, after that, end guy's breeze. I did it. I did it. Yes. Okay, no more Ghosts and Goblins. We're going to move on. Got a stack of stellar Halloween games I've been playing. Some you obviously have heard of a lot or have played yourself a lot. Some somewhat, and some not at all. So yeah, we're going to want to get into this. But before we do, super quick, just gotta mention Addams Family. I fucking love the Addams Family. I wish I were this crazy, eccentric, rich lunatic who lived up on a hill in a broken down mansion, just hanging out by myself with my weird family doing weird shit. That's like life goal, bucket list right there. Like, Oh, hey, back in the day gamer. What do you aspire to be? Gomez Addams. I watched Addams Family a dozen times so far in the past couple of weeks. We're gonna get right to the games, but first, we've been listening to some music. And I actually considered if I should mention this or not, because to be honest, it's kind of fucking weird. At Halloween time, I like to jam me some ICP. Yeah, okay. They're weird as shit. Just weird as shit. But to me, nothing's more Halloween than the Addams Family, pumpkin beer, and ICP. Today is October 30th. Tomorrow's Halloween. This video is coming out typical back in the day gamer style, late. But tomorrow on Halloween night, I'm going to Detroit for a special ICP show. We're going to talk more about that in the next episode of What's Happening YouTube when I've got footage from what happened there. But rest assured, it will be madness. Game time, right? I'm going to make you wait for one more thing. Pumpkin beer. Halloween movies and music. Better eat something, right? Alright, YouTube, here we go. Angry babies in the house. Now, buddy, you have to make this interesting because you've been ruining the whole Halloween video for Daddy because he had to talk quiet because you were sleeping. So, we've got 3 of the limited edition Halloween Hostess snacks. Yeah, we better get at it quick. We got the spooky Twinkies, we got the scary cakes, and we got the ghostly white ding-dongs with scream filling. This is kind of how I planned it was going to go. Hey, buddy, which one do you like? Which one do you like? You don't want any of these? Alright, so now that we're getting down to it, better enjoy one more shot of this pumpkin whiskey. Which, what a weird thing. Pumpkin whiskey, it has no hint of pumpkin at all. It's sweet. It's good. I like it. It's sweet. Did I say it was sweet? It's sweet, you guys. It's sweet. But, yeah. I mean, I'm a sucker for pumpkin things. Usually they're not good. This beer, this whiskey is. Happy Halloween, YouTube. So the games, what everybody wants to talk about. The meat and potatoes, this channel, and our lives, right? That's right. The most generic of the titles here. I'm not going to talk about long because everyone else has, but it deserves its chance in the spotlight because Monster Party is a hell of a game. This game has so many good things going for it. Graphics, controls, soundtrack, level design. Probably my favorite of all the things I like about this game are the boss battles. Not only are they very unique, but there's lots of them, and they're not too difficult. The game itself is on the easier side until you get to the fucking maze board. I mean, it's the reason why I haven't beat this damn game yet. I can kick ass all the way up to the maze board, and then it's like I get stuck, and it's just like, what the fuck? I can't fucking figure it out. Sick of wasting my time. Just rage quit, boom. And I basically only play it around Halloween time, so, you know, it's going back on the shelf until then. Now, I did finally, for the first time ever, in my recollection, get past it. When I got to the end, I hadn't found the fucking key. So I didn't get past it. I know the next board has some cryptic shit too, but up until that point, that game kicks ass. Now, here's something nobody's talked about yet. You know why? Because it only came out 2 fucking days ago. Brand ass new, I don't know. I've never actually pre-ordered a game before. I have some homebrew things, but I've scored them all from conventions. So this is a first for me. I can't think of the name of the company, but Ghoul Grind, Night of the Necromancer. It's got its own signature sleeve there. Unfortunately, it's cardboard. It'd be a lot cooler for plastic. But game, it's got nice cover art as well. Can you see? Can you see? I don't know. It's a not weird game. It's a unique game. I've never played a game like it. Bearing in mind, I only play retro video games. Almost exclusively, aside from a little taste of Switch, which is basically always retro-esque. But, you know, the game starts, and you just go, and you gotta keep moving. The screen basically auto-scrolls, and there's no anything. Like, if you die, it just starts back over. It's like infinite lives. I'm sure there's a word for it. I'm sure you're like, what the fuck, back in the day, gamer? You don't know what the hell it is? I don't know what it is. I never played a game like it before. So there's no game like it on Nintendo until now. The first 5 minutes I played, I absolutely hated it. But then I got like addicted. And I kept playing and playing. And then I stopped because we gotta play all these other games. And we are under a tight time constraint. Since we are talking about new games, this is also a new game. But it came out last year. And I attempted to do a review. But typical back in the day gamer style did not happen. Sega Genesis homebrew this time. Curse of Illmore Bay. I like just about everything this game has going for it. Graphics, sound, controls aren't perfect, but they're good. There was some very difficult parts, including the end, which I got to the end boss and just, I played him 100 times and I couldn't do it. I intended to do a review for it. Typical back in gamer style, never didn't happen. The people that made it actually saw me talking about something on video or whatever. They commented and they were like, hey, you want a tip? We got some tips for you. And I was like, okay, well, back in the day, gamer does not look things up on the internet. Because back in the day, there was no internet. So I consider that cheating. But if you happen to go to a friend's house or at school and you saw or they told you how to beat something, that's not cheating. These are the people that made the game, and they reached out to me about giving me help on beating the end guy. So I was like, thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, awesome. I would love your help. They never fucking replied back. Don't hold it against them. I'm sure they're busy making retro video games. We don't want to hinder that. Moving on to the next game. People usually shit on this, and at first I didn't like it. The more I played it, I did. And I didn't rage quit, I frustrate quit. Dracula on the NES. This game definitely deserves more praise than it gets. It doesn't get any praise, it only gets hate. I like the graphics, I like the controls, I like the sound. It has some unfair difficulty going on for it. But it is an NES game. So that is to be expected, I suppose, right? Definitely like it. Definitely like that game. I'm going to put it away now until next Halloween. And we'll hear more about it in a year. 2 more games here to talk about before this video ends. So we might as well kill this bottle of pumpkin whiskey. Oh, oh. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, not a hint of pumpkin. We're going to talk about this game before we do that, because, well, I'll tell you why. Back in 2018, when I went to Southeast Game Exchange and had a fucking fantastic time. Oh shit, can't remember the guy's name. It's right on here. It used to be BP Retro Power. He changed the name of his channel like twice since then. He doesn't really make videos, but he was there. He was selling these repro carts that he made. Thumbnail. The new Ghostbusters 2. It's the Famicom game that we didn't get here. The Ghostbusters game we all wanted. This game is fucking fantastic. Follows the source material somewhat. It's fun. It's got a lot of things going for it. Way more than the other Ghostbuster games on the Nintendo could ever hope. But yeah, this card's sweet, right? It's clear, Slimer. I'm pretty sure there's a light when you turn it on. I don't know, but the game's fantastic. That's shot worthy, but what we are going to drink a shot to is this fantastic dust sleeve that was made by, oh shit, I'm a dick, I can't remember who it was that made this, but yeah, they gave it out to everybody, and it's got J-Love, Megadan, NES Addict, Captain Retro, Your Player 2, forget that one, Nostalgic Numbnuts, who's fucking criminally underrated, and they finally just started making a video or two again. Man, Nostalgic Numbnuts, go to their channel, it's fucking awesome. And when you watch their videos, you realize these guys are exactly like in real life how they are in their videos. Fucking hilarious. These guys were so fun to hang out with. Holy shit. You know what? I got their number in my phone. I'm going to fucking text them. It's getting late. I'm going to wait till it's even later and I'm even drunker. And I'm going to just send them random text messages. But yeah. And then Generation Gap Gaming. Right? Yeah, G3. And then my logo on there also as well. But I don't have a lot of these dust sleeves. I have a few. This being my favorite. We fucked up and we were like, oh, we're going to get together and have everybody sign it. And we didn't do that. But to the Southeast Game Exchange. Which brings me to my next point. This weekend coming up is my absolute favorite time of the year. Midwest Gaming Classic. Oh yes, yes. In 2020, it didn't happen because of COVID. It's always in April. It got postponed to November. And here we are. We're there. We're going. We're going to have so much fucking fun. I hope to see each and every one of you there. Oh my god. We're not going to talk about it anymore. If you're going to the Midwest Gaming Classic, message me. We'll meet somewhere. We'll party. We'll have a good fucking time. More to come on my pickups and whatevers, but we don't want to make this video too long. So we're going to talk about this last one here. It is a homebrew. It is a Castlevania. It is something no one ever talks about. I'm not sure why. Holy Relics on the NES. It's good. It's solid. It's fucking hard. First thing that comes to mind that I don't like about it is it's one of those games like 8 Eyes where you can just pick all your levels. So it's like, oh, which one do I want to start on? I don't know that it matters too much, but I tend to not like that in games. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't really care for 8 Eyes. 8 Eyes could have been a great game. If I played it more, maybe I would like it more. Currently, I feel like it disappointed me. But Holy Relics, Castlevania, can't go wrong there. If anyone out there hasn't watched Castlevania on Netflix, I suggest you fucking do it right away, because, man, what an awesome series that was. It's a shame they're not going to make any more. But then again, when people say, oh, we're not doing that anymore, then they do. So, odds are we will see another season or two of that, I hope. Stellar show on Netflix. I don't even need to speak anymore. Castlevania. So we killed the bottle of pumpkin, and another Halloween in the books, people. I hope you had a good one. I love Halloween. It's such a great season. I guess maybe because it's just, I'm a big kid. So, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Have a happy Halloween. I will see you in November. And until next time, YouTube, keep it retro.